What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JBT podcast, episode number 5. Here with Mark Doss, me,
and
Jared
Jared
Ratcliffe.
Ratcliffe. Oh, yeah.
And we're missing our other co-host, Steve Stacy. Some people know him as Stove. But he's been at some cookouts or something all day, he said. I don't know, some bullcrap excuse. At least I had to work last time.
Probably.
Come on.
Yeah.
Probably he's out here acting like he's Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, stuff that's not as important as this. I know that. But he's going
There's a possible chance he might even
be
able to join in here soon. But so we'll see. So if you see him pop up, that you know where he's been.
Mm-hmm.
Not at work, just some cookouts or something.
Yeah,
family stuff. He said.
Yeah, family.
He goes to family events nowadays, right?
We might as well be family. We've known him for,
I mean, yeah, and we've already done like 4 episodes together. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I guess we're chopped liver.
Yeah, right. Before we get started here on the topics, I just wanted to mention we're going to try to get a little fantasy league before the next season starts. We'll give more details as we figure out more. We haven't really talked about it too much, but
we've been chopping up some ideas.
Yeah, but just expect to see that, and we'll let you all join in. We'll try to get a league going. So, but once we figure out more, we'll let you know more about that. So, just expect that. So, all right. Do you want to start off with our NFL talk we got today?
Yeah. Let's see. We're doing the top 5 fantasy wide receivers. Is that what's going on?
Yep. So we done quarterbacks in episode 3. The last time Mark was with us. We done quarterbacks. So if you haven't watched that, go back, check out our quarterback fantasy rankings.
If you don't like somebody's take, leave us a comment. Let us know what's up.
Yep. Give us your top 5 in the comments, and do the same for today with the receivers. Let us know what you think. I'll let you kick
my number
us
5, and this is like in order, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I think I got mine in order.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for this upcoming season.
Yep.
Wide receivers, and this is just like who we think's going to be.
Yep.
The top 5 best, right, for this year.
Fantasy, not necessarily the best receiver.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's make sure we both agreed and done it. Made our list in those considerations there.
Yeah.
All right, number 5, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown from the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
USC boy too, baby.
Oh yeah. Did his brother go there too? I know his brother plays for the Bears.
Okay, that's what it was.
But I didn't know if his brother went to USC too.
Yeah, I don't. If he did, I don't remember him playing.
Yeah, he's not as known, I guess. But, I could definitely see him.
Now I think St. Brown too. I think he actually played with Pittman Jr. at USC in college.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds.
We had a pretty good team.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty good receivers there at the same time.
Yeah. He was like my last guy, like my number 6, I guess you could say. He was my number 6. I really
didn't make it.
Yeah, I love watching the Lions offense, and he's a big part of it.
A lot of big games, and just there's a lot of games he had right at 100 yards. I mean, that's what he was pretty much averaging.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of guys had him in fantasy, and he was just eating up for him. I think he's going to carry that over for this coming season. And Jared Goff, I think he's going to be even better.
Mm-hmm.
He got a payday. Detroit, and just in general, as a team, is going to be better, I think.
Oh yeah,
and I think he's going to have a breakout year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
even more so.
I mean, people forget they're still pretty young. I mean, they're good, but they still
are a boy too on defense.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
DJ Reader.
Yeah, DJ Reader.
I don't know why I had a brain fart.
I did too. Yeah. So the I mean that's what
stopper too.
That's what killed them last year. Their defense was not that great, but I mean they. I'm sure we'll talk about them more sometime. So at my 5, I actually have Garrett Wilson at number 5. He just edged out Homer.
That's my opposite right there. He was just on my
yeah,
cutoff list
yeah.
there. Because
Which
of Rodgers.
if
Rodgers plays, I agree.
Yeah, that's what when I was thinking
I
about
actually
those
drafted
two.
him last year.
Dude, I drafted him in like
ended up trading him away.
in like every league, dude, and he did not. But I mean, he had Zach Wilson and whoever else throwing the ball.
He really put a damper in my team.
Yeah, he was like my first round pick in like half of my drafts because everybody was so.
If Rodgers does play a full season, I think he'd definitely be top 10.
Oh yeah, because I mean he's been good and he's had Zach Wilson, so.
Yeah, he's had a few good games even with Wilson.
Yeah, but you want to give us your number 4?
Yeah, my number 4, I got Tyreek Hill, Cheetah.
Tyreek Hill. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think nothing needs to be said there.
No, I don't think he'll have quite the season he had last year, but I mean he's still Tyreek Hill. You know, he's just going to outrun you.
He's going to get them yards. He's quick. You know.
Yeah, and they run a lot of like short stuff to him too. He gets.
Yeah, I mean he's fit for the schemes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my number 4. I got Justin Jefferson at number 4. I know that's some people would see it a little low, but he's got J.J. McCarthy thrown into him, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work. If Kirk Cousins was there, I'd probably keep him at 1. But
yeah, I'm interested to see how McCarthy's going to be because in college he didn't really pass a whole lot.
No. That's not his fault, but maybe it was. We didn't see the practices, so we don't know.
Yeah.
How much.
That's.
They trust
my number 3. I'm the same way, and I got Jefferson.
Okay, well,
a lot of people might think that's kind of bad too, but
yeah.
My reason the same way for what you said. McCarthy's coming in, but I got him at number 3, a little higher too, because I got him right there in that middle, just because. McCarthy's got to throw it to somebody, and it's going to be Jefferson.
Yeah, that's true.
And I still think he's going to get his touches, and he's going to still going to get his yards. He's going to rack in the points as long as he's healthy.
Yeah, that's another thing with him too. He's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, but I'm the same way. I don't know about McCarthy.
Yeah,
but I still think, Jefferson. He's still going to get you some points.
Oh yeah, even if McCarthy comes in and he's like average, I think Jefferson's going to finish top 3. Probably top 4.
Yeah, he's got to have somebody.
Yeah, but
Jefferson's going to get those touches. He's going to get those yards.
That's a good somebody to have.
Right.
If you're a rookie quarterback, there's definitely a good somebody to have.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll go ahead and say my 3 then. My three is Tyreek. So we just got them flipped.
Flip-flop.
Yeah. So
okay.
Both of them we've just had flip-flops so far.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the only reason Tyreek's higher is because quarterback play. That's literally the only thing that I could, that made me pick one or the other. But really, I mean, with the top 4 of I'm assuming your guys too. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them. They're like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D.
Yeah,
that's how
those are guys you want to get the chance to still have if you if you got that high of a pick. I mean,
oh yeah. All right, well, we'll go to your number 2 then.
Number 2, yeah, I got our boy Jamar Chase.
Okay,
I know he didn't do too well in fantasy this past season.
Yeah,
and
it was a weird season.
Happened. Yeah, the Bengals, they didn't play him right. They didn't. I mean, he did not get the touches like I think any of us fans wanted him to have, and him personally too. He was mad about it.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of that's going to change this year for one because of all that too.
Oh yeah,
and they want to have him happy, and he deserves his touches too.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's one of the best in the league. And for 2, what's going on with T. Higgins? Is he even going to be able to play for it?
I think
I don't know. And plus Tyler Boyd, he's gone.
Yeah. Yep.
And we got Jermaine Burton, rookie, coming in. He's going to get some looks, but the main focus is going to go towards Chase this year. So I think he's going to get them points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's gonna get a lot of points, and I think there's gonna be somebody else that steps up if T doesn't play. I don't think he's at practice right now.
I don't know if it'll be more so for fantasy.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. So for my number 2, actually, I have CD Lamb at number 2. I guess probably gives away my number 1, but I mean, CD Lamb
might give away my number 1 too.
yeah, really. We just flipped everything. Well, my number
CD's
1 is Chase. Yeah. Okay. So we just had him. We just had everything flipped basically.
Flip flop. Oh my god, that's great.
But yeah, CD Lamb. I mean, he's coming off of the best season he's ever had. Probably. I mean, last year was really good for the top receivers. I mean, you had Tyreek.
CD really showed out last year.
Tyreek, CD
really showed out.
I mean, Amon-Ra played really good last year.
I'll be honest. You remember that point in the season last year when CD said, well, first it was Chase complaining about the touches. He said, I'm always open like that.
Oh, yeah.
And CD said that same thing, like I think that following weekend. He's like, I agree with Chase. I'm always open.
Yeah, I remember
I kind of laughed, kind of smirked, like, he's good. He's not like that. And from that point on, he just he fought out for it, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I respect you, CD.
Yeah, him and Dak definitely have a.
You are always open.
Yeah, definitely have a connection that they've. I mean, it really showed last year, and I mean they've.
Yeah, and I think it's just going to carry over this season, and he's going to probably even do better.
Yeah, I wish Steve was here to talk about this, but I mean,
let's recap that. My top 5.
Yeah.
Fantasy wide receivers: 5, Amon-Ra St. Brown; 4, Tyreek Hill; 3, Justin Jefferson; 2, Jamar Chase; and 1, CD Lamb.
My top 5. I got number 5, Garrett Wilson; number 4, Justin Jefferson; number 3, Tyreek Hill; number 2, CD Lamb; and number 1, Jamar Chase. I think it's bro MVP season, and he's got to be throwing it to somebody. So
that's right. That's right.
And it's going to be Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
As long as they stay healthy. Yeah. And the thing with CD is, like, I mean, the Cowboys didn't really get any better in the offseason. And most of the time, if you don't get better, then compared to the rest of the league, you get worse, because most of the time everybody else is getting better in some way. So
one way or another.
So, I mean, and they lost Pollard, which is not good.
Right.
And
they made no moves, then they actually just lost people.
So they're really going to have to feed it to CD, I feel like. So
yeah, they're going to have to.
But
going to have to.
Yeah. So we basically had the same list. It's just every other one was flipped. Even our number 6.
Much same. Every other one's flipped.
Yeah. Even our 5 and 6 were both.
Even 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah. We'll move on here to the next topic. We're gonna stick with the NFL. I know Mark made a video about his it was the Bengals matchups, right? Like your favorite.
Yeah, just for the Bengals.
It was a TikTok video. So if y'all don't follow us on TikTok, go give us a follow on there. We're
posting daily now.
Yeah, daily. So, I mean, we do all kinds. We do filter videos, team builders.
Yeah.
Just anything you can think of, and anything you want to see, let us know. Yep. So we're gonna give you the schedules came out recently for the upcoming season. We're just gonna go through, kind of give you some of our favorite matchups, what we're the most excited to see.
Most excited for.
I'll go ahead and start off. My number 1. It's, even though, like you said in your TikTok video, it's early in the season, I got to go with the Bengals Chiefs. I mean, that's a new
number 1. Most excited for.
Yep, it's a new rivalry. I didn't really order these like the most excited, I guess. Well, I mean, this is the one I'm most excited, but the ones after, I didn't really like particularly order them in excitement, I guess. But Bengals Chiefs, I feel like it's one of the best rivalries right now. I mean,
I think it's got to be. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, and that's not just me being a Bengals fan. You know,
in the last 3 years, that 2 years the 2 straight years we went to the AFC Championship game, against the Chiefs both times. That first year we beat them, we go to the Super Bowl. Sadly, we lose. Following year, we make it to the championship again, and the Chiefs, they got us on that one. and they go. And both games, and like, what is it, like within 3 or 4 of those games, including that one and the regular season, it was a 3-point win.
Yeah,
by whoever won.
yeah, all of them.
Yeah, whoever won, it was always by 3, and you can't make that stuff up, man.
No, that's every game. It seems like
it's great. I think it's a great rivalry.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of like another one right now. You know, I know there's like historic ones,
especially with the quarterbacks too. You know, that's the 2 best quarterbacks in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, and they're playing every season right now. I don't really know how, but
we both said it. You know, Pat Mahomes is number 1, but Joe Burrow is number 2. Don't you forget that.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And he will be MVP this season. I'm going to push that
MVP season coming out this year, baby.
Until I can't push it anymore.
He's fired up. He's going to have full training camp.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to play full season, I hope.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm excited.
Loaded.
Definitely excited. And that game, I'm kind of glad it's so early in the season because we don't have to wait so long to see it. But it's But that's the one that I'm the most excited for.
Most excited.
Yeah. But who do you got? Just it don't have to be your favorite or whatever. Just a matchup you're looking forward to.
Of course, I'm excited for that game too. But I wouldn't say it's my most excited because that's just so early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Week 2, I'm excited, but I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Especially what happened to us 2 years ago. We was down at your house. We watched it.
Oh yeah.
Dallas got us, and Steve just rubbed it in our face, and I couldn't say a word.
Oh yeah.
We couldn't say a word.
Yeah, and we got beat by.
Whitney's right there beside us.
Yeah, she was there too.
Yeah, it was. That's embarrassing for me, Jared.
yeah. I got lucky. Ashley was at work, so she
wasn't there. I mean, at least she was working or something.
Yeah. Well, she seen me in the Super Bowl.
He rubbed all in our face, man. It was embarrassing. I wanted to cry.
Well, because they had their backup.
Cooper Rush. It was pitiful, man. But yeah, my most excited game. It's going to be Bengals at Cowboys, and I think what is that? I think that's Monday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Yep, it is.
So yeah, that's my most anticipated, most excited game of this year.
And
I'm hoping we get our revenge.
Yeah,
and Steve is going to be the quiet mouse this time.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be quiet because he's going to say, "Well, y'all remember 2 years ago, we beat you with Cooper Rush."
Yeah. Yeah, whatever, Steve.
Yeah. That was the year we went to the Super Bowl, wasn't it? It would have been, right? Or was that the year? Yeah.
No. It might have been.
Or the year after?
I don't
know. I can't remember. I suck at remembering times, like seasons. Another game I've got on here, it's I think it's going to be a big game for playoffs, like for seeding and stuff. It's week 17 is when it's played. Lions versus 49ers. I feel like that could be a game for the 1 seed. I mean,
I've also got that on my list too.
Yeah, I think that
I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got five games written down.
Yeah, I've got 4, but
that's one of them.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be for the 1 seed. If I were to guess right now,
that from the playoffs this past year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
the Lions should have won. They should have beat them.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but they're young, so they'll get better. Well, I just got a notification that the Mavericks won Game 3, so we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Wow!
But so they're up 3-0, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, another game I'm most excited for is Battle of Texas, Houston and Dallas.
That's what I got on there too. I got that one too.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an exciting matchup right there.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if anybody's been seeing it though, but like that podcast or whatever's been going on with C.J. Stroud and Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah.
I think they've mentioned it a few times too, and I think that's going to lead into it. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I think what week was that? Do you remember? Do you have that?
I don't remember what week it was.
Let me look up.
7 maybe?
Yeah.
I think it might be week 7.
November 18th. So that's
Yeah.
that's pretty late in the season. So I mean that could well, that's like mid season, I guess. Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be a good game. Good matchups.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Just
That might, it's I
I think, is that one Monday night
It's a prime
or
time.
Thursday? It might be Thursday night.
I think it's prime time. I'm not sure what night.
I don't know. Because I do remember seeing it was prime time, but yeah, that'll be a fun game. Let's see. And then the only one that we haven't mentioned that I had, because I only had 4 on here. I actually have another Lions game. I just now realized that. Thanksgiving Day, Lions versus Bears. Mostly, I just because I love Thanksgiving Day games.
Right.
And I always like watching those games that day. I don't know why. And I always liked watching the Lions specifically.
It's just different.
I don't know. The Lions play
Something
every
man,
year,
you
and
go back and
it's like a nostalgia
or
thing.
You're getting your belly full.
Yeah,
just watching some good football. It's always Detroit or Dallas or somebody like that.
Packers play a bunch usually play.
They beat Detroit on Thanksgiving last year.
Mm-hmm.
Or this past year. Everyone say it.
But yeah, and the Bears. I mean, I think they'll be pretty decent this year. And that's kind of
so.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, that's okay. He's not here to defend himself, so we can just say he's wrong. But I think by that point in the season, we'll kind of see how the Bears really operate and stuff, and they'll kind of have their footing, see what be kind of doing what they want to do. That'll give Caleb Williams a little time to get used to the NFL, and I think the Lions are just a good matchup. I could see it being a pretty high-scoring game, just because I feel like both of the offenses are better than both of the defenses, which is, usually a high-scoring game. I think that should be fun.
Good recipe for it.
Yeah. Eating some turkey, some ham, stuffing, mashed taters.
I got another one. I actually got another Bengals game, and it's Eagles at Bengals.
Yep, I seen that too.
I'm also excited for that. Philly's a good team. They went to Super Bowl 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got they're loaded with talent.
Yeah.
And we've not played them in a few years, so yeah, I'm excited for that game.
We haven't played them in a while, have we? I don't think.
Nah, it's been a few years. I think Burrow's rookie year actually.
Is that when it was? Yeah, because
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. But is that your last game, the last one you had, or you got another one? Because I only had those 4.
No, I also had Chiefs and 49ers at 49ers.
Ooh, yeah.
Rematch at Super Bowl.
Yeah. Is that
That's my last one.
Is that earlier in the season? Usually those are.
That might be the one that's actually week 7.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
That'll be. But I mean, like we
close
said,
to mid-season.
even though it's not close to the end of the season, it's still got playoff implications. So
yeah, but that's
every
still
game,
gonna be a big win.
Every game is every game matters in the NFL. It's not like the NBA. You can't slack off for 20 games and still make the playoffs.
Yeah, and start picking it up closer to playoffs.
Yeah. So I mean, NFL, you gotta have your stuff in line week 1, because you never know, that week 1 matchup could be the difference between playing at Kansas City or playing at home.
Right.
And you don't want to play at Kansas City unless you're the Bengals.
That's right. Burrowhead, baby.
Yeah. That'll be posted on a not highlight reel later in the season. Me saying that.
You wanted to stay into the NFL still?
What else?
With the top 5 players from or AFC North rivals.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we got
division rivals. It's for
we had a comment that gave us an idea. We had a comment from Austin Brewer. He he said that he wanted Mark here is a big UNC fan, probably the biggest I know. Actually, he is the biggest I know.
That's right.
So obviously, by nature, he cannot stand Duke. Can't stand anything about him.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
And we're not gonna give you Mark's top 5 favorite Dukies yet, but that's coming. That's coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's making
me that, Jared.
No,
I don't have it. I'll be honest, I don't have it yet.
He's thinking about it though.
I don't know if I can make that. I'm gonna try.
It might be more like a top 2 or top 3. That might be the only people we can
definitely give you a top 5 hate.
Yeah,
top 5 hate.
Yeah, we'll do that eventually. But no, you're gonna need more than 5. Yeah. So that kind of gave us an idea. We're gonna talk about some more NFL stuff. So me and Mark are both Bengals fans. So we're gonna do our top 5 favorite players or players that we've liked from our division rivals. So that'll be, not necessarily division rivals, but we just figured, that.
Now is this current?
I done all time, but I mean, if you want to.
Oh shoot, okay. I ain't gonna lie, I done top 5 players that I think's the best.
Oh, the best. Oh, okay.
Out of our rivals, that's currently in there. I just did. Yeah, that's what I got.
So we'll do first. We'll do what you had. We'll do the top 5 players.
I got top 5. What I think is the best players from our division rivals, which is Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cleveland.
Yeah. So on mine, I done just the top 5 players that I've liked to watch from those teams. Yeah, all time from those teams.
My top 5 players, my top 5 best players from the AFC North rivals: Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, I've got the newest addition to our division is Mr. Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Coming to Baltimore.
Yeah.
He's a force to be reckoned with. I think he's going to fit in there well with the Ravens, their run team. Hardball. I think he's going to fit that scheme perfectly. I think that could be a missing piece for them, really. It scares me to think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 5, I got Derrick Henry. Number 4, I got Myles Garrett from Cleveland.
Stud.
I mean, he's a monster.
Yeah, he is a freak.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
My number 3 is another Cleveland player, Mr. Nick Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
When he's healthy, he might be actually the number 1 running back you want to draft.
Yeah, but he's
that good.
Completely destroyed his leg. So that's
what I said. When he's healthy, I mean.
Yeah, that's.
At
we'll
one
have
point
to see
in time,
how that plays out.
Might not be the same player.
Yeah.
Might be like Austin Eckler now.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Dude. Poor guy.
My number 2 is another defensive player, and that's Mr. TJ Watt. Absolutely cannot stand to play that guy.
Dude,
he always picks Burrow off right there at the line, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's every game.
Every time,
I'm like,
dude.
You got to be kidding me.
Every time. And he doesn't do it against anybody else.
TJ Watt, he'll miss like half the season, but by gosh, he'll make sure 2 games that he can play is at Cincinnati.
Yep.
He always comes back for that.
Yeah, every season it feels like
he freaking shows out.
I'm like, well, TJ Watt's probably injured, and we're getting ready to play the Steelers, and it's like I look, he's been injured all season, and then I look on ESPN or I get a little notification, TJ Watt good to go for this weekend. I'm like, dude. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm like, you got to be
And then he'll play against us, and then the next week he'll get hurt, and then he won't play again until he plays us again. It's just how it is every time.
You can't make it up.
Yeah,
can't make it up.
I hate it, but it's good football. So I mean, I can't hate it too much.
And yeah, my number 1 is Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't like playing him. He's dangerous to guard.
Yeah.
Hard to guard. You can't guard him really. I mean, you just got to contain him.
Yeah.
He's so good because he's so quick. Nobody can hardly wrap him up.
Yeah. So really, the only change that I have from yours, which this might be kind of a little bit of a projection or prediction for next season. Instead of Derrick Henry, I actually put Kyle Hamilton at my number 5, just because
he almost made my number 5.
Mm-hmm. He's probably behind like Justin Simmons. He's
good.
Top 3 safety,
he's
probably
good.
top 5.
Yeah.
I can't.
I almost had him up there, but I already had 2 of them defensive guys.
Mm-hmm. He's so long.
And I couldn't overlook Henry.
He's like, I don't know exactly how tall he is, but he's tall for a safety, dude. Like, lanky.
He's good. I think he actually came from Notre Dame. So I remember watching him in college.
Notre Dame.
He killed us.
I loved watching him. I loved watching him at Notre Dame, and I was like, I hope the Bengals draft him. And then, sure enough, the Ravens did. And now I'm like, well, got to play him twice a year for who knows how long until he gets tired of. He's just so good, and they use him. I don't like Baltimore, but their defense it's always good, mainly because of their scheme. I mean, they know how to use they know how to use the players that they have to like the best of their ability. Like they know how to. Some teams can't do that. Like I don't know if their defensive coordinators just have like an ego and they're like, no, I'm doing this. I don't care who I got. And that hurts some teams because you see like
it does, yeah.
Teams have really good, like on paper, they have really good defenses, but they just don't work out. And then everybody just goes their own way kind of. And most of the time that's because they just don't, the defensive coordinator just doesn't have the right schemes to accommodate the players that they have. But that is one problem Baltimore does not have. Because they every year, it seems like, they had like a crazy amount of defensive linemen this year, like that they actually played and used, and none of them were stars, but they had like the best defensive line, pretty much. Like I think they had the most sacks or something.
They're a really great defense.
Mm-hmm. Every year,
and they're known for that.
Yep, every year it's like the Steelers. Can't get away from good defenses, and the Browns have a really good defense.
That's pretty much what that division is.
Yeah. But yeah, and
football.
Then after Hamilton, I just have the same 4 you had: Garrett, Chubb,
same 4,
T.J. Watt, and Lamar.
Garrett, Chubb, Watt, Lamar.
I'd probably put Chubb at 4 just because of the injury.
Yeah,
and then probably Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and then Lamar. In that order, probably.
In that order,
I would say. But we'll stay with the AFC North here, and we're just going to give you all. We'll go our top 5 favorite players that we've watched from our rivalry divisions. It's kind of tough. Sometimes as fans of a certain team, it's kind of hard to admit, that you like a certain player. But deep down, if they were wearing your team's colors, you would love them. So that's kind of what we've got here. I'll go ahead and start off.
Respect them too.
Yeah, you gotta, because if you're a true football fan, even if they're on the other team and you hate that they're good, you should want to watch good football. That's what it boils down to for me. So. I actually don't. I only have 4 because I cannot think of it. Okay, so this is going to sound mean, but in my lifetime, besides the last couple years, the Browns really have not been that good, and I haven't really watched them that much. So I don't really have players that I like from the Browns because they've just been. If I was gonna put one of them, I'll slide one into my 5. I was thinking Josh Cribbs. He was really fun to watch. Obviously he's not like the best. He might be the best returner. He's up there, top 3 probably. Like good. Devin Hester, and there was a guy that played on the Chiefs. His nickname was like Human Joystick. I cannot think of his name right now. I think he played in probably the 2000s maybe.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Anyways, I know he's a really good returner.
Yeah.
But I'll throw in Josh Cribbs at my 5, just because every time he caught a punt, kickoff,
Yeah.
you're like,
Pretty much to the house.
This is going to the house somehow. My number 4, I have Mr. Ray Lewis. We'll ignore all the off the field stuff because I don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happens, but on the field, I mean,
he's a monster.
That clip of Ocho Cinco when he said, I forgot what he said. He said, I tried to hit Ray or something, and something like that. And it shows the play, and Ocho tried to
blindside him too.
Yeah, he tried to blindside him, and Ray Lewis just did not move. I mean, it was like hitting a wall,
budge, man. And it took out there.
Yeah.
Took out there from
Number 3, I have prime Le'Veon Bell. He was fun to watch.
Yeah,
he was fun to watch. He's so patient. I know it's brought up sometimes, which Joe Mixon, not on our team anymore, but he kind of has a similar, like weight behind the line instead of rushing it. Joe Mixon's kind of, I could definitely see how they kind of are comparable.
Yeah, Joe Mixon actually, he kind of looked up to him. So he said, that's kind of what he got it from.
Yeah.
I know a lot of fans, like Pittsburgh fans and stuff, they didn't like that.
Yeah.
You're not Le'Veon, you're not good like him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's like, well, I didn't say I was. I said I looked up to him, but whatever.
He kind of looked up to him, though.
And then at my number 2, I have Lamar, just because, he's fun to watch.
He's fun to watch.
Not many players have ever been able to do what he does, and I don't know how you can't not enjoy that. Just to watch it. I know people call him a running back or whatever, but it scares me as a Bengals fan, but his arm has improved, and he's gotten better every year, it seems like.
Every year.
The passing game. But hopefully this past year was his last improvement year on that.
Right.
And then my number 1, it's a Steeler. It's a Steelers player.
Oh gosh.
Troy Polamalu.
Polamalu.
Yeah. He's now part of this too is I've seen a bunch of stuff off the field with him, and he's just, from what I can tell, he's actually just a really good guy.
Oh, USC guy too.
Yeah. He seems like a really good teammate. Well, he was a really good teammate. He just had, all those plays of him jumping over the line and stuff, timing it perfectly. He just had a different feel for the game than everybody else. He was always one step ahead of, before the ball was snapped. He knew when the ball was going to be snapped before probably the receivers did on the offense. He was just crazy.
He's crazy
good. No wonder the Bengals weren't very good during that time. They had to go against Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed every other week.
Yeah, the division was stacked.
Yeah.
He had Big Ben.
Yeah. Yep.
Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was a good quarterback during that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Flacco. No Browns.
No. And we was better than the Browns. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't go 0-16 or whatever it was. So
no.
We got that, I guess. But
so now this top 5, this is favorite players that you've watched from our division rivals, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just like to watch.
Yeah, just so that
Okay.
You sit down and you just can't help but because you don't want to like them, but
well, I didn't prepare for this, so I'm gonna have to just try and go off the top of my head.
Yeah. Just give us
number 5. Number 5. Let's see. Number 5. I don't really have, like you said, from Cleveland. I don't have one.
That's what I tried to put one in there just to say
up or nothing, but probably more so just recent years.
Mm-hmm. See, I was going to put Carl Joseph because he played for the West Virginia safety because he played for the Steelers and the Browns, but I felt like probably should just, put some known people on there because probably not many people know about him.
I guess I'm just going to go with Nick Chubb, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. He was I almost put him.
I remember watching him in college, at Georgia stuff. He was fun to watch. I don't like playing against him. But
yeah.
he always goes off like 200 yards against us.
Yeah. And then we lost DJ Reader. So
I really don't have very many from Cleveland.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to go with Santonio Holmes from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
I remember him, making that touchdown catch in
that was
Super Bowl.
Yeah. See, I almost put Hans Ward because he was really fun to watch.
And I think that's just a cool name.
Yeah, Santonio Holmes. Yeah, that is a pretty cool name.
Number 3, I'm probably gonna say Ed Reed from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Number 2. I already got number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'll go with Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis
from Baltimore again.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you what. This is 3 straight Baltimore players.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Put
Mark is secretly a Ravens fan. Mark is secretly a Ravens fan.
Yeah. Bull crap.
Yeah. No, I didn't like Troy at the time, but now that he's retired, I can.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think.
I thought you said you had one.
No, I got number 1. I was talking about number 2.
Oh,
I don't know
number
if I
2?
want to confirm that or not.
Oh, okay. I see.
Nah, I'll have to put it that. I have to keep that.
Okay.
Well, do I?
If you think about it and you want to change it later on, you let us know.
Yeah, I got to do it for now. I'll keep it for now. And number 1 is Anquan Bolden.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about him.
Anquan Bolden.
Yeah. I did not Baltimore. Even think about him. Yeah,
that's off the top of my head, though. I can't even remember, man. But, yeah.
Almost
put
Mark
there's not very many of them guys
Cause,
in that division that I've actually liked watching
over
these years because I've actually hated them, cannot stand them.
Yeah. It's a tough topic to discuss.
I actually did like Anquan Bolden. I mean, even for Arizona. That's when I really liked them.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I guess I think that's all the NFL stuff we've got here.
Yeah. We got one NBA slate, don't we?
Yeah. We'll just we're just gonna kind of talk a little bit about the playoffs, how they're going, how our predictions are looking. Spoiler: mine's not looking too good right now. Because
mine's half and half.
Yeah. As we're recording this. The Mavericks just went up 3-0 on the Timberwolves, which is, I believe, who we both had. Did we both have the Timberwolves?
I had them in the finals. I didn't have them winning it.
Well, yeah, I had them in the finals, too.
I think Steve had them winning it.
Yeah, he did.
And Ant being MVP.
Yeah, too bad he is not here to let us to follow up on that. We'll get his opinion and we'll post it, or we'll try and edit it in here, maybe.
Yeah.
The Luka, he's too much right now. He just hit the game winner. Well, 2 nights ago, I guess now he hit the game winner over Gobert. I mean,
step back 3, bang bang.
That game though was kind of ruined by that challenge. I don't understand the challenge rule.
That.
I don't know how you can say, all right, we're going to make a challenge rule to get a call right, and then you go look at it and you see a foul. You see a foul. Yeah, and the only
you can't change that part.
And the only reason the ball even went out of bounds was because he got fouled. If he wouldn't have got fouled, the ball would not have went out of bounds. But that's just
makes your head hurt.
Yeah, can't change it. Hopefully they do something about that, because I feel like, I don't know if it's like an ego thing with the refs where they're like, no, I didn't miss it.
Right.
I didn't miss it. No, I don't know what you're talking about. But that one was obvious, and I think they even went back and said that they missed the foul, which was I mean, anybody could see that it was a foul. But I think it's been a good run for Ant and the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I don't know if we're going to come back from 3-0.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I guess we could be wrong, but that would be very. It's a very tall task for a young team too. They're pretty young, I would say. I mean, they're not the youngest, but
I mean, they should at least split at home when they had it in Minnesota.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. That game 2 with that out of bounds ball that killed them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's been crazier things. I mean, 3-1 in the playoff or the finals. And Cavs. That was.
See, I picked Boston to be in the finals too. So are they still up 3-0?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They're up 3-0 because Halliburton.
I can't remember if they played again or not.
Yeah, they played last night. I think they were down like 18. I think it was, and then they came back.
Yeah,
and
but
won
that made it 3-0, right?
Yeah, that was 3-0.
Yeah.
Because they played at Indiana, so that would have been game 3.
Yeah. So I got Boston winning it all.
That's who I had to. I had the Boston or the Celtics and Timberwolves.
So we both had that.
Mm-hmm. And then I had Boston winning in 6, and I think you had 5, right? Or 7?
Actually, I had them winning in 7.
Oh, did you hit 7? Okay.
Yeah, I had them game 7.
Yep, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pulling for the Mavericks, I guess now, because I just don't want to see Boston win. I mean, at this point, I mean, I'm rooting for the West. Yeah. I just don't.
Unless Pacers get in there.
I'm a fan of basketball, so I like to see excitement, and the best team winning is not always the most exciting. I mean,
right?
That's that. I guess that's a quick little NBA playoff recap. But we did. Did you make your list here for the
top 5?
Top 5. We made the list for our top 5 remaining players in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. Yep. So just between players for Dallas, Boston, Minnesota, and Indiana.
Yep. So somebody that I really wanted to put at 5, but I don't know if I can do it. I really want to put Naz Reid just because he plays his role perfectly. Like He is the 6th man. Like if you think of a 6th man that you want on your team, it's him. He can handle the ball. He can shoot. He's been playing pretty good defense.
Defend.
Yeah, he can defend.
Rebound.
But realistically, I mean, he's definitely probably top 10. I don't know about top 5 though.
Yeah.
That's kind of
stretching.
But I guess I'll put at number 5. I'll put Jaylen Brown. I guess.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. That 5 spot was kind of hard for me because there's so many people. Like you could put Cat on there, I feel like, and not be wrong. Gobert. I mean, you could just because of his defense. I mean, completely changes the game. I feel like, but
it does.
I'll put Brown. I'll put Brown there at 5.
My number 5, I put Halliburton.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, that could be another 5 there. Actually, I didn't have any. I didn't have any Pacers players, so.
No. I had him between him and Brown.
Yeah.
And Town. They came. I had those 3 guys I had in my head, and I ended up going with Halliburton.
Sorry. But yeah, Jaylen Brown, I feel like he just brings a lot on both ends. It's kind of hard, and I mean, I feel like any given night he could give you 40 too. That's.
Yeah, I mean he's really good. I mean, I know
he's always
they rather have him than Tatum, but
yeah, and he's always going to show up on defense. So that's a good thing about being a good 2-way player is even on the nights where your shooting's off, you can still have a pretty big impact.
I'll be right.
For player or remaining player, I actually have Kyrie. We got Kyrie there.
I do too.
Is that who you're? Yep.
Yeah, he's my number 4 also.
Yeah. I mean, he's just, dude, he might be one of the most enjoyable players ever just to watch, dude.
Yeah, he's so smooth. Like one guys, man, when he needs to turn on, he can do it just like that.
He's so smooth, dude. Like, there's not many players that are better than him at like just layups, I guess. Like that just sounds
finishing, man.
He's
He's one of the best finishers I've watched.
That sounds so
He's
simple,
unreal.
but I mean, he's crazy.
And his handles, he might have the best handles ever. I don't know.
And he kind of
he's up there.
I feel like there for a couple of years he kind of, I mean, he was still doing good, but he was not himself. But
I do think the last few years he's fallen off. But
yeah,
these playoffs really made me change my mind. Like he's still got some stuff left in the tank.
He's finally. Well, I think it was just the situations he was in just did not, wasn't the best for him. Not the best fit. Yeah, but I think which I remember like when that trade or whatever happened, a lot of people were like, "Well, that's not going to work." Luka and Kyrie together, that's just not. But I feel like they both
out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean they're probably about to go to the finals, so I would say that's pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, and I feel like they both kind of they both done a good job at like kind of letting each other kind of have their own moments or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they haven't really, because sometimes when you get two ball dominant players like that, it doesn't always.
It never works.
Yeah. So I mean, they've worked it out pretty good. But yeah, who you got at your number 3 there?
Kyrie at number 4.
Yeah.
Who I got 3?
Yeah.
I got Jason Tatum at number 3.
Jason Tatum. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jason Tatum at 3.
You got
too.
Tatum?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what he averaged, like 22 and 10 or 22 and 8 or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, he's.
I don't know. He's all time. I mean, he'll give you 30 one night, and he can also get 10 boards and 5 assists. I mean,
yeah, he's a big guy.
He's a good stretch, and he can shoot it from 3. He defends well. He's long. I mean,
yeah. I feel like he's a
superstar.
He had a pass in the game. It would have been last night. He like drove, and I think it was Al Horford, whoever's guarding him, like came to help, and he like went up for a layup, but then he like, because Al Horford was in the corner, and he like drove from the foul line, and he went up and he done like a behind the back bounce pass, and it went like straight to Al Horford, and money, dude. It was a nice play. Yeah. Let's see. Number 2, I got Ant. Is that?
I do too. I got Ant.
Yeah. I mean, since we're both, this is the correct list. Then, if both of them are the same, that means we're right.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean, this is the right list.
Yeah. He's kind of slowed down a little bit. He had a few really, really crazy games that obviously you probably weren't going to replicate just because of how good they were. But,
right.
I mean, he's still,
He's a stud still.
Yeah, you can't.
But I still got to have him behind my number 1, Luka.
Yep, number 1. I think, did you, when we done because we done this earlier in the playoffs, did you have, I know Steve had Ant at 1, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I still had Luka above Ant.
Yeah, that's what I had too. So Steve's take is aging like milk right now.
Hey Jared, we're gonna have to get off here because she's freaking out again.
Okay, all right. I'll go ahead.
Can you edit this part out?
Yeah. I'll get the, if you want to sign off or whatever, I can get the outro.
Do the outro or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was our top 5 NBA players left. We're gonna have to wrap it up here. It's getting pretty late. I got to work in 6 hours, so I'm gonna have to go get some sleep.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But we appreciate everybody watching it. We'll keep uploading the TikToks, and everybody just go follow us on there.
Hopefully next week, all 3 of us can be back on again together.
Yep. Hopefully next week we'll get back to regular scheduled programming here. These last 2 weeks have just been kind of busy, but we appreciate everybody. Leave us some comments. What you want us to talk about. NFL season's still not here, so we're kind of, once that happens, we'll definitely have stuff to talk about. But until then,
a lot more stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. Until then, just keep leaving us some topics, and we'll get to them.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Peace out.